Today I'm going to show you how to create an easy monogram, and I'm going to use the program Vectr, but this technique will work in any artwork program that you're using. So I'm just going to open an 8.5 by 11 document because this is the size I print on, and then select my text tool and type my letter. I'm just going to do the letter R today, and I'll resize it to make it a little bit bigger so I can see what I'm working with. And then you can just change the font to whatever you want. In Vectr, you can either upload your own font using this little plus button, or you can use one of their fonts. I'm just going to scroll through until I see something I like. And I am going to use this old standard font. Yes, and then change it to bold. So I like to work with my artwork in outline. So I just right click and outline the text, and then I can scale it up to the size I want. So that looks good. And then I like when my artwork is centered on my artboard, so I just right click and choose Align Center, and that'll make it exactly in the middle. All right, now I'm ready to add my rectangle over the top. So I'm just going to select my square tool and adjust this to be the size I want right over the top of my letter, and Align Center again, so it's exactly centered. And then I'm going to copy it and paste in place. So now I have one right over the top of the other. I'll change my top one to a different color so I can see. And I'm just going to adjust this so that I kind of have this border like this. And then I want to make sure these are centered to each other as well. So I'm just going to, again, select these and click on my center button, align horizontal and align vertical. So they're exactly centered to each other. And then I can change my colors to be the top one white and the green one, or the one in the back, black. So this is creating that outline look. So now I am just going to select both of them and click the divide button. And then I'm going to resize it to be, kind of the size I want. So I'm just selecting both and adjusting it to be the size I want. So that's looking pretty good. So once you have your monogram letter looking the way you want it to look, then you can just add your name. You can add your last name or first name, however you want to do your monogram. And I'm just going to add the name Ruth right here and change my font. I'm going to do kind of like a scripty font. Again, I'm scaling it up so I can see it a little bit better before I change the font, just kind of fitting it where I want and aligning it centered. And then I also change my justification to center so that no matter which font I choose, it stays centered. And I'm going to be using a script kind of font today. I'll just choose this one just so you can kind of see what it looks like. And that's all there is to it. Super easy to make your own monograms in Vectr or whichever program you prefer.